Don't mess with me, 'cause I know karate and three other Chinese words. Begin! Hi, everyone, and welcome back to TV Time with Chris, the channel devoted specifically to TV shows and limited series. Now, hey, if you love TV shows and limited series, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because you're going to get that content that you love and then some. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Cobra Kai Season 3, Episode 6. And got my notebook here. Let's just jump right into it with this one. The whole episode starts again with more of a flashback on Kreese and his background in the war. And, you see a lot in this episode with him doing some training and kind of learning his form of karate, how he learned it from a captain in the war. And you also see how this captain was very hard-nosed and strict and, kind of kill or be killed mentality that Kreese now has. So you see he got it from this particular person during his time in the war. So you get some background as to why Kreese is as messed up as he is. You also see him recruiting, because earlier in the season, when he brought the Cobra into Cobra Kai, and he wanted one of the students to feed the Cobra the mouse. And anyone that didn't want that, he told to leave. So now they're kind of not so much short-staffed, but outnumbered, I guess you could say, and they don't like that. They want to have the advantage. So aside from seeing more on Kreese's background, you also see him recruiting people that he believes would be a good fit for Cobra Kai. And that whole recruiting process is just insane. He's looking for people that strike hard, strike first, no mercy, or strike first, strike hard, no mercy. And he brings them in to face off against his current students. And whoever loses gets kicked out. Literally the kill or be killed mentality that in this episode you see he learned from that captain in Vietnam again. We also see the LaRussos trying to get rid of Kreese, because in the end of episode 5, you see when Mrs. LaRusso went to the dojo and had a confrontation with Kreese after the fight at the arcade, and she slaps him. And now, Daniel's coming back from Japan, and she's telling him about this, and they're like, no, this has got to stop. So, they try different avenues to get rid of Kreese, but again, Kreese being the person that he is, he wasn't gonna go quietly, as they say.
What was the phrase? Come quietly.
Yeah, it was just insane. The methods that they go through. They tried going to the cops. They tried going to the landlord and have the landlord evict him, and nothing works. It's almost like he's a step ahead. And I guess that goes with, again, everything he learned in the war, to always be prepared and strike first. So they obviously fail at trying to get rid of Kreese. The episode doesn't really focus on the LaRussos too much, with the exception of maybe this scene and then another scene later on in the episode. It doesn't really go with them too much. We do see a lot of Johnny and Miguel. And you see Johnny, still trying to teach Miguel or train him, or I don't know what the word is, go through rehab, I guess, physical rehabilitation with Miguel to get him to walk and stand again. And, in the process, Johnny's trying to teach Miguel, but you see how essential their relationship is for each other. Because as Johnny's trying to help him and teach him, Miguel ends up teaching and helping Johnny with so many things. And I've got to tell you, there's a scene where Johnny wants to, take a bunch of photos for Facebook so he can kind of impress Ali from the first Karate Kid movie. And that scene, it was a good laugh. It really was. It definitely brought some good humor to this episode. But as that whole sequence is ending, Miguel ends up running into Tori. And you see them kind of air things out to the point of them splitting up officially. We kind of knew it was happening ever since the end of season 2. The episode before the last episode where Sam and Miguel kiss. You kind of knew that it was the end of Miguel and Tori. But this was kind of the official end to them. But yeah, the episode kind of finishes with, again, Miguel teaching Johnny so much and Johnny applying what he learned. Still being a student, they say you have to, You have to learn to follow before you can lead. And you see that here between Miguel and Johnny. And that's where the episode ends. Before it ends, there is another scene with the LaRussos where Kreese, being the crazy Kreese he is, puts a bunch of snakes in the cars in the dealership. So, he's really hurting the LaRussos in a lot of ways. But overall, there wasn't a whole lot of action in this episode, with the exception of the Cobra Kai's kind of recruiting and weeding out the weak. But you definitely got some laughs, and you got a lot from this episode. So, was it as exciting as the other episodes? I don't think it was, but was the episode essential to the story? Yes. So, again, you can find Cobra Kai on Netflix. So, if you have it, if you're borrowing it, if you're stealing it, check out Cobra Kai on Netflix. So, those are my thoughts. Season 3, Episode 6. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, make sure you check out the Instagram, Movie Time with Chris, where you'll see the little snippets of everything that's going to come on the YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell, because you don't want to miss any future videos that are going to be on this channel. I'm on Twitter, so make sure you follow me there. Movie Time with C1, where you'll get a kind of heads up of what I'm working on for the day. So you can check it out on Twitter, see the photos on Instagram, and then watch the video on YouTube. Make sure you go to my blog, www.movietimewithchris.com, where you'll get more in-depth perspective on my thoughts with everything that I talk about here on YouTube. Twitch. I'm on Twitch, Movie Time with Chris, and I'm going to start streaming watch-alongs on there because it's a new feature that they have, or a recent feature that they have. Since Amazon owns Twitch, you can stream Amazon movies with watch-alongs or shows with watch-alongs on Twitch. So make sure you check me out on Twitch as well. And lastly, if there's ever a topic you want to hear about or a show you want me to review, email me. movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will not miss your message, and the topic you want to hear about will be in a future video on this episode. But until next time, stay safe and take care.